What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It's lunch money time. Well, while she's trying to get rich, the rest of us are trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the beautiful, intelligent Polina Marinova. Looks like a Dalmatian dog.
No, this is a cheetah.
Or a cheetah. Same thing. Who's paying attention? Not me. Don't forget that now lunch money is sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi has 3 products. You can buy and sell crypto on their crypto exchange. Go do it. You can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan against your crypto collateral. Go do it. Or you can use their interest-bearing accounts. That's my favorite product. I'm an investor. I sit on the board. I use the product. Go and check out their interest-bearing accounts where you can earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. Go check it out, blockfi.com/pomp. Again, blockfi.com/pomp. Go do it. What's up?
Hey guys, I have a weird hair sticking up here.
Okay.
But we're just gonna power through it. Okay. So there are now Stop spinning your phone. There are now 4.5 million. Oh no. There are now 4.5 million
people looking for work.
Well, but hold on. It's
that includes 742,000 who have had temporary jobs come to an end, and 3.8 million who have lost permanent jobs.
The number of permanent job losers among the unemployed has more than doubled in the last 6 months, the fastest pace on increase on record. This means that a lot of temporary job losses are now permanent.
Yes. I told you guys. I told you this was going to happen. In March, I wrote a piece, and I said we may see the greatest unemployment since the Great Depression. When I wrote it, everyone laughed at me. They were like, no way, no way. Well,
look at this.
Yes way. I told y'all this was going to happen because all you had to do was just back into the math. Hospitality, service industry, plus loss in other sectors, of course, was going to add up very quickly. If you remember, if I remember the numbers correctly, 1929, we went from 3.1% unemployment to about 8.5%.
How do you remember
Then
this?
in 1930, we went all the way up to 15%. Then in 1931, 32, and I think 33, we were above 20% unemployment, and then we finally came down. So we went from 3.5% in February, a historic low in unemployment in the United States, to over 10% unemployment, which means that we actually accelerated faster than we did during the Great Depression. That was the whole point. Bada bing, bada boom. I told you, and I'm taking my victory lap.
Well, it's not really something to celebrate.
No, but
But my high school economics teacher would be having a cow right about now.
Okay.
A cow.
In Bulgarian, cow is krava. Keep going. It's true. Let's go. Next.
Yes, it's really great when he starts calling my family members like farm animals because he doesn't know any other words. So you are cow is not great. So from April, so the job losses, permanent job losses are getting worse. So does that mean it's because so many
companies are shutting down?
Yeah, so many restaurants and stuff, and so they don't have anybody to bring back?
Yeah, they're not. No, the restaurants aren't coming back. Therefore, there's no jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
Next.
Okay, the CEOs of Facebook, Google, and Twitter have agreed to virtually testify before the Senate Commerce Committee on October 28th. They will testify on Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which protects tech companies from liability over the content posted by users on their online services. Didn't we already do this? Is this different?
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to keep bringing them in, right? This is for the Communications Decency Act, though. This isn't for antitrust issues. And the whole thing, and look, trust me, if they say things under oath here, then they're going to use it in the antitrust thing. So it's a big deal, but this is less directly going after the companies, and it's more going after this Section 230 or whatever.
So, I mean, can anybody just make them go to these hearings? I feel like they have bigger, better things to do.
Well, no, the government officials can, but they want the CEOs there so that they can. They're going to subpoena the CEOs if the CEOs don't show up.
I see.
Right, so the CEOs are going to go regardless. So you might as well volunteer.
My favorite is I'm so excited for them to be asking how Facebook Messenger works and why suddenly Instagram Messenger and Facebook Messenger have merged. People will be confused. Okay.
Next.
Stop it.
Do you see her pushing me out of the camera?
No, you pushed me. The people will see. Nvidia.
Come on.
Nvidia pledges to build Britain's largest supercomputer following the $40 billion bid for ARM. ARM was that company backed by SoftBank. So yeah, the supercomputer named Cambridge 1, of course that's what it's named, is intended for artificial intelligence research in healthcare. Yeah.
Well, the strongest computing network in the world is Bitcoin.
All
Facts.
right.
But this is pretty cool. I
It'll
love
be-
this idea. Yeah. Now,
It'll be the
there's
29th most powerful computer in the world. It's only Britain's most powerful.
Yeah, and well, that was going to be the first point. Second point is artificial intelligence doesn't actually exist, so that's kind of a headline grabber that might be a little misleading. It's probably more machine learning that they're talking about. And three is you have this quote. It says there are scientists that need a state of the art computer, and we are going to build one. And they're going to do
Build
large
that
scale
computer.
research that they otherwise wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, that's great. Like that's exactly what a computer's supposed to do. Put a bunch of data in, have it synthesize it, and make a bunch of computations and kick you out answers.
Do you know what a petaflop is?
Oh, that's a lot of data.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so Cambridge One will have 400 petaflops of AI performance, and that it will rank in the top 3 most energy efficient supercomputers in the world. A petaflop is a measure of a computer's processing speed. So how fast?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right, I like it. Get the supercomputers up and running. We're just in the new digital arms race for supercomputing power across countries. But as you see, Britain is really ambitious. They're only trying to build the 29th most powerful one.
Okay. So I've written about this before. I'm so excited.
Next.
Well, this is what
I
is
know.
next.
I just like saying that. I love her.
Venmo launches its first credit card with a scannable QR code and personalized cashback rewards. I wrote about this when Margaret Keane was one of the top business people, according to Fortune, and Synchrony Financial, she is the CEO, partnered with Venmo to create the first Venmo debit card, and now the credit card.
I mean, look, they've got to do this. Everyone's going to continue to push into trying to be a bank and create some sort of financial services. But at the end of the day, the writing's on the wall. We're moving to digital currencies. Venmo needs to get on board or they're going to get left behind.
I think it's cool that Synchrony is doing it because in recent years, they've really ramped up their tech investment. So that's how they won the Venmo deal, if anybody was interested.
That's great. And also Venmo is trying to do more with crypto. So shout out to those folks. I think they're trying to I think it's Venmo and PayPal are trying to add in a lot of crypto support. But look, again, goes to the whole idea, like it's the financialization of everything. Every company's trying to get into banking. Venmo obviously was already in payments, so it's very easy for them to kind of laterally move in, as I've talked about in the past.
And they have a younger base of customers.
Yeah, they definitely do. But I actually would love to see the age demographic because my guess is that Venmo's demographic is older than Cash App.
Yeah, it's millennials. It's not, well, maybe it is Gen Z.
It's like people like me, like old people.
It's like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, and up, right? Because those people, when they were 25 or 20 or whatever, they brought their parents onto it and stuff. But I think the younger generation, if I had to guess, more of them have flowed to Cash App than Venmo, but who knows? All right.
Are we ready?
What you got next?
Regal Cinemas to shut down all locations in the U.S. temporarily. The second largest U.S. cinema chain is closing its doors again as high-profile movies vacate the calendar. Oh man, they got no customers, they got no movies.
Well, the movies are vacating it and not releasing because they're realizing they're not getting the box office revenue that they used to get. So remember that, what was it, the third week in March, if I remember the numbers correctly, the third week in March, the movie sales for the U.S. box office in 2019, so last year, was over $200 million. In the third week in March, that's like when all the shelter in place went in order and stuff in the United States. This year, there was only $5,000. So it went from $200 million, dropped all the way down U.S. box office sales to $5,000. And so what you end up realizing is like, it was a 99% loss in revenue for the U.S. box office in that 1 week, right, year over year. And so that's why these people are all saying, why are we going to release our movies right now? There's no audience there.
And also there's no movies. The CEO of Cineworld said, we are like a grocery shop that doesn't have vegetables, fruit, meat. We cannot operate for a long time without a product.
Yeah. If I was a movie theater and I thought it was safe and had a way to do it, you know what I would do?
90s movies. Disney movies.
I would try to figure out all kinds of interesting ways to play old school movies. Like I would do like...
People are doing that with the drive-in movie theaters.
Yeah, drive-ins, but like go in person. I don't know if I'd go to an in-person movie theater right now, just from like a health standpoint. But I do think that it would be interesting if you did like a all-day marathon of like whatever, and you like had like really cool food to serve people, and people could just get drunk and watch movies the whole time.
One time I was at the DMV for like 4 hours, and Anthony came to meet me and surprised me with, what?
I don't remember.
Lion King in 3D. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Lion King in 3D was dope. If I was in California, I'd let people just come in, and I'd be like, we'd call it like wake, bake, and movies. And you could just show up, start at 9 a.m., and you just smoked weed the whole day, and you could watch movies there the whole time. Sales would be through the roof. I got all kinds of ideas.
I would not be a participant. SEC is willing to try a tokenized ETF, the chairman says. You wrote about this morning in your lovely newsletter that I read every single day. What did you say?
Told you. That's basically what I said. Told you. Every stock, bond, currency, and commodity will be digitized in the future. The timeline when that happens, yet to be seen.
SEC Chairman Jake Layton says that he's open to the idea of a tokenized exchange-traded fund, an ETF. He said, we're willing to try that. Our door is wide open. That's basically what he said.
Yeah, no, it's just every stock, bond, currency, commodity is going to be digitized. The question is, how long does it take and what blockchain does it happen on, right? And what I read about this morning is like the market will decide. What my personal opinion is doesn't matter. What yours is doesn't matter. I personally believe it's going to happen on Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. But the market is being made by people betting trillions of dollars, well, billions of dollars really, right now on what's going to occur in the future. So great. Go. If you've got an opinion, don't tell me about it. Just go put your bet down on the market and see what happens.
Put your bet down?
Yeah, fortunes will be made, wealth will be destroyed. That's how cycles work.
My math teacher called me average.
Is this your joke?
Yes. My math teacher called me average. How mean. I gotta get better ones, but like it's just we're running. You're
not even doing dad jokes anymore. Now you're doing nerd jokes, and there's nothing worse than a not funny nerd joke.
You're a not funny nerd, so.
But I don't tell nerd jokes. I tell inappropriate jokes. And when I tell inappropriate jokes, people laugh. You know why? Because everybody likes inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, because they're like in middle school.
Yeah. Everyone's a kid. That's fine. It doesn't matter if you're 70 or you're 16. If you hear an inappropriate joke, you laugh.
I like my nerd jokes.
All right. Well, nerds and those who like inappropriate jokes, we'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.